Good evening. Thank you for joining me for the P-CCS Early Middle College Information Night. My name is Amanda Plugas. I'm the Early Middle College Coordinator, and I'll be walking you through the information on what is an early middle college and what you need to do to apply. One thing I did want to note is that if you have questions, you can leave them in the comment section, and I will try to answer as many as I can at the end of the presentation. So what is an early middle college? We use the initials EMC. It's a rigorous 5-year program that includes both high school classes and college degree requirements. Students will earn an associate's degree or certificate along with their high school diploma. So it's up to 60 credits at the end of their 5th year. Students in the EMC advance through their educational path and start their careers faster than in a traditional educational program. So an early middle college is designed to allow students to complete both their high school diploma and one of the following credentials. So they'll have approximately 60 transferable credits, an associate's degree, or a professional certification. The thing to note here is that there is no charge for the students for any of their college classes or books that are taken within their college pathway. This is a significant savings for our students and their families. So how does it differ? What's an early middle college and how is it different from a dual enrollment or an advanced placement class? So an early middle college allows students to complete a credential. So it's the certificate or the associate's degree, and it's in a very structured model. Students will pick a path of study and they will take their courses that get them to that final goal. A dual enrollment class is different from an EMC because students take specific courses based on their needs in high school. They have to have approval from their counselor and principal, and they cannot exceed 10 courses throughout their high school career. Then we also have the advanced placement courses that are taught at the high school. Students have to take an exam at the conclusion of the course to determine whether or not they will receive college credit, and those credits are then determined by the college or university in which they transfer to. So what factors should you consider when determining whether this is a right fit for your student or family? Students are starting when they're young, as early as 10th grade. So students need to be prepared for this next step, this college life. So early middle college students are starting their way on their degree. Their grades are recorded and it becomes their official college transcript, and it will follow them through universities or any other career paths that they take. Students and families need to believe that the path of study will benefit their students' career goals. For example, entering the workforce at the conclusion of the degree or certificate program or transferring to the university. So ultimately, what is the goal and will this help you get there? And most importantly, students need to be self-motivated to navigate their college courses in a less restrictive environment. When I say that, they are either taking their courses online virtually through the college. Some of them do a hybrid, or some of them will be in person at the college. As family members, you wouldn't be able to see their assignments and their grades like you see in my star right now. So it's definitely less restrictive for them. So because of that, we really need students to have or be working towards the essential skills of attendance, preparation, follow through, communication, responsibility, and resilience. So who are our partner colleges? There's Schoolcraft College and Washtenaw Community College. The deciding factor of which college you will attend is which pathway you choose. There are certain pathways, major pathways through Schoolcraft, and then there are certain ones that are assigned just to Washtenaw. So what programs do we have available? You'll see here that Schoolcraft has general business, computer information systems programming, criminal justice with or without the police academy, advanced manufacturing, liberal arts or general education, and business administration. An associate's degree or certification, depending on which one you choose, and the course start dates. So we have our general business, computer information systems, and criminal justice starting in 10th grade. Our other courses are starting in 11th grade. Washtenaw is a little bit different. At Washtenaw, we have mechatronics with robotics and automated systems, supply chain management, health sciences, graphic design, pre-engineering, elementary education, and secondary education. Those courses begin in either 11th grade or 12th grade. And something to note, on February 11th from 6 to 7:30, both Schoolcraft and Washtenaw Community College will have an open house at PSEP for our EMC prospective students and families. So it'll be a time for you to come and ask their representatives specific questions you might have about a degree program. We'll have more information as far as location when it gets closer to the date. So how many years does this take? So students will be pursuing an associate's degree, and they're required to commit an additional year after 12th grade, which we call their associate's year or their 13th year. So they will receive both their high school diploma and the associate's degree at the same time at the end of that 13th year. So all courses during that year will be completed on the college campus during year 13. They will not be on the high school campus. But part of the requirement of the EMC for the state is that that 13th year, students have to take a math experience. So that last year math will be taken in that final year. And that will either be a math that is assigned virtually through PSEP or a course that we approve through the college. The question I get mostly is, do these classes transfer to other colleges? So our partner colleges have transfer agreements with most colleges and universities in the state of Michigan. There is a Michigan transfer agreement where you can get more information. Students can also meet with their academic advisors at their colleges about transfer opportunities to specific schools. One thing to note is that almost every university will have a section on their website for transfer courses, and you could go directly to the university you're thinking about going to, and you can put in Schoolcraft College or Washtenaw Community College, and it will let you know which courses are transferable and what they replace. So what does a sample schedule look like? So if you are looking at one of our, and I'm going to go ahead and flip screens right here so we can see this. So one of our popular courses this year, or programs of study, is our computer information systems. So when we look at what a possible schedule looks like, is it's a combination of both high school classes and college classes. So we have our graduation requirements. So if you look at the 10th grade year, you have your English, your math, your history, your biology, if you need a world language, and then we combine them with the required classes. So for our students this year at Schoolcraft, they are taking 2 classes in the fall, they have 2 classes in the winter, and 2 classes in the spring. And it looks like that throughout their 4 years. Oops. Okay. So what does the school year look like in the EMC? The EMC students need to follow both the college semester start and end dates, as well as the PSEP dates. So this means students will start classes in August. They may have spring semester classes that run through the end of June. In addition to that, the colleges and P-CCS calendars do not align for those start and end dates, so as well as spring and summer and any other breaks throughout the year. So when you have a combination of both PSEP classes and college classes, students have to coordinate their extended school years. So for example, you might not have college classes, or you will not have college classes during college spring break, but that's not going to line up with the PSEP spring break. So you will be taking your college classes on your PSEP spring break. I will create a calendar that has all of the start date, end dates, and holiday breaks throughout the entire year for both the college and PSEP for students so that they can keep on track. Go in the wrong direction. So what is the application process? So the application window is going to open for 2 weeks in mid-February. The application includes several short answer questions. We're looking for a minimum of a 2.5 GPA, and that is per the college requirement. We're looking for consistent attendance, no more than 10 days in a semester. Students will select their desired pathway of study during the application process. Students will then be notified of their acceptance no later than early April, and students will begin courses with their colleges according to the start year or semester for their major of study. So when can students apply? Current 9th and 10th graders can complete the EMC application during this application period. The first step is a conditional acceptance through P-CCS. So we have our committee, we review the applications. Students that are eligible will be given their acceptance. And then the next step is that they will apply at the college for the final acceptance notification. Students with an 11th grade start will wait until the winter of 10th grade to complete this final step, and I will walk them through that whole process. So you might get accepted in 9th grade, but not have a program that's going to start till 11th or 12th grade. So you'll wait till the winter before to apply for that final step. But we make sure that all of the students we accept meet the minimum requirements of the colleges. The students will have their acceptance notification by April. They'll meet with their EMC advisor for course enrollment, and then they will begin their EMC courses with the colleges according to the start date. So if you're an 8th grader, what do you need to do? At this point, you're just reviewing the information, deciding if you're a good fit for the EMC. It's important to know that students who want to pursue the EMC cannot complete a PCEP Academy program. So keep this in mind when you're making your decision. In January, you'll be having the introduction nights for the PCEP courses and curriculum, and you'll have Academy night, but just know that you cannot do both the EMC and the academies. You need to maintain good grades. Again, it's a minimum of a 2.5 and consistent attendance, and then complete the application in either February or March in 9th or 10th grade, depending on your program of study. So if you are a current 9th or 10th grader and you are interested in applying or you want to learn more about the EMC, so to receive updates, reminders, and an application via email, if you can scan this QR code below, and then it'll take you to a form. If you complete that form, I will be able to email you out this presentation, our sample courses, this course and schedule, as well as our frequently asked questions. And then when we have things like the college open house night, I will be able to email that out, as well as when the application opens. That way you aren't waiting or looking for it in newsletters or looking for it on the website. It will be right there sent directly to you. So at this point, we can start looking at some questions. And always, if you have any additional questions, you can feel free to email me. There's my email address, amanda.pelukas@pccsk12.com, or visit our website, the webpage on the district website for more information. Okay, so one of the questions we have is, why does the program need 5 years instead of 4? This is a state-run program. So the program in and of itself, trying to combine 60 credit hours as well as all of the high school requirements, it's impossible to get them all done within the 4 years. And it's also a time for students to build on their skills. So we wouldn't want to take a 9th grader and give them 4 or 5 college classes when they haven't even gotten through that first year of high school. So it's building on their strengths, getting them through the classes successfully, and again, using that 5th year. The 5th year still puts them an entire year ahead of anyone else in their current cohort. So they will finish school if they're going on to a university, after they would graduate from high school, they'll finish within 2 years. So if that makes sense, they'll have the 2 years of the prerequisites or their associate's degree at the end of the 13th year, and then they only have that junior and senior year at a university. Not sure if there are any other questions. Okay. Well, if you have any additional questions, we can go ahead and I'm going to flip back. Give me 1 second. I'm going to flip back. Whoops. I'm going to flip back to this screen. That way, if anyone wants to, again, scan this so they can get the information sent directly to them, I will leave that open for a couple of minutes. Or any other questions that you think of, please send me an email directly and I will be able to answer any questions that you might have. Or if you want to set up a time to meet, we could do that as well. Oh, I'm sorry, we did get another question. Do students participate in high school graduation? Yes, they do. So they will stay part of their class all the way through their senior year. So they will have opportunities to play sports or be in any kind of clubs all the way through senior year. Prom, homecoming, graduation, all of those things will happen those that with their class that senior year. The following year, they are still remaining a PSEP student because we don't actually give them their diploma at the end of their graduation ceremony. So they will get both their high school diploma and their associate's degree or their credential degree from the college that following year. So their graduation year will move up a year, but it helps them with their opportunities for moving on to universities by giving them additional scholarship opportunities because they will enter college as first-time students rather than transfer students. Okay, I don't see any other questions. Again, if you do have questions, I can answer those questions via email or in a meeting. Oh, another one popped up. What if a student opts out of programming once it starts? So if a student starts in 10th grade, takes a semester and says, this isn't for me, all we do is make sure that the student then is removed from the EMC program, put back into all of their PSEP courses. The reason that we make sure that they complete all of their required graduation requirements and we move out their elective courses for their college classes is in case this does happen. So we will make sure that they are still on track for graduation credits through PSEP if they decide that they're going to change their mind with the early middle college. But the hope is that if a student is going to change their mind, they're going to know right away that they're going to change their mind. Things will be a little bit tricky if they decide at the end of 12th grade and they've done it for 3 years that they want to change. But I would not anticipate that happening. Our students right now that we have in the program, our first cohort, they're doing incredibly well in this program, and they all are really they're really happy with their decision to take part in the EMC. Okay, well, thank you very much for joining me. And if you have any other questions, please feel free to email and we will be in touch and answer any questions you might have. Thank you.